What's going on, everybody? I've got a little bit of a different video for you here today. Yesterday I was out storm chasing and I decided to vlog the entire thing. This is not a video I've really ever done in my life, so bear with me as you watch this. I'm sure there will be some hiccups involved, and also I'm very new to editing, and this took me forever to edit. Again, I apologize about that as well. Anyway, I just want to do this kind of intro before the actual intro I made yesterday, just because this is something a little bit different, and I really do want some feedback from you guys on if you like it. Now, storm chasing is a huge passion of mine, so I already share my passion in weather forecasting. I figured I might as well share this with you as well. And again, it took me a lot of time to make, so I really would appreciate if you give the video a little bit of love and maybe hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. With that said, though, I'll go ahead and let me from yesterday take it from here. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I've got a bit of a different video for you here today. So I'm actually out storm chasing. As you can probably tell, I am in my car right now. I've got my camera bag ready. Do have to go get gas here pretty soon, but I've got my GPS, camera bag, and I'll put my phone up here in a second as well. So I've got a pretty long drive ahead of me. It's gonna be like 4 hours. I'm gonna be heading out towards southeastern North Carolina and maybe even extreme northeastern South Carolina, but I really think southeastern North Carolina is the place to be today. Now, I am still tornado-less on the year, so we're getting into August now. We are getting into kind of our second severe weather season here in the southeast, so we'll see if that changes, but still at a big fat 0 on the tornado-ometer so far this year, and really like ever. There was one time I was like pretty close to seeing a tornado, but I don't count it because it was like rain wrapped in behind some trees, so I didn't really get good footage of it. So I'm not going to count that one. I'm going to save that for one that's a bit better. Anyway, yeah, we should have some pretty good storms to fire off there into southeastern North Carolina this afternoon. They could become tornadic, definitely have the wind shear and the capability today for that, but we'll really just have to see what happens in person. Either way, though, should be a fun time. Now, it is about 10 o'clock, so I do have to get going, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the road now, and I'll update you once we get a bit closer. Alright, so very quick update. I'm out here kind of near, actually let me check before I completely lie. I'm a little bit east of Rocky Mount, North Carolina, and as you can tell, we have definitely the cloud field here to support the growth of supercells. Unfortunately, we're just lacking instability right now. So these cells are only getting so high, and they're not quite able to, get up into the upper parts of the troposphere to begin to really rotate and, have the chance of producing a tornado. So right now, kind of just continuing to trail this big cluster of this cumulus field, and it should continue to march eastward. It might run into a bit more instability out there, and if that is the case, it will definitely begin to have the chance to produce supercells. So until then, really just gotta watch this thing one direction. Alright, my storm just got severe warned with a tornado possible tag, meaning it's not quite to the level of getting a tornado warning, but a tornado is very possible with this storm. And here it is. Look at that thing, that cumulus, climbing very tall right now. And again, we're about to have to core punch right through this thing, as you can tell from radar imagery. Probably about, I'd say about 5 miles from having to go right through this. And we should come out the other side right under that hook echo. Alright, so we got a pretty decent wall cloud over there on this thing. A wall cloud is pretty much just a lowering on a storm, which is generally what produces tornadoes. So again, this thing is very capable of producing a tornado, and we're about to go right through the core of it, but very much a wall cloud there on the back end of this thing. As you know, we have all this wind shear in the atmosphere combined with these August-like temperatures and dew points is really allowing this thing to grow and have that chance to produce a tornado. So we're coming up here on it, about to go through it again. Back here in this back section is where that wall cloud is. It's covered by the trees right now, but again, it is back there. And again, that's pretty much just where the inflow and the outflow of the storm are meeting, and allowing that rotation to be confined enough that it has that potential to produce a tornado. So again, a very impressive storm with a very impressive structure. Alright, so that storm is dying out right now. The wall cloud just lifted up pretty significantly, but the storm behind it is rapidly tightening up in rotation, and luckily it's coming right towards us. So if I just go south a couple miles, I should be right in line to catch this one next. So again, last one did not produce a tornado. The next one very well could. We will see what happens. Alright, we're on the next storm here, heading south into Richlands, North Carolina. This thing is very impressive looking. I know you probably can't see it because the camera's not going to focus because of all the rain right now. But we're getting south here so we can have a chance at having a bit of a better shot on it. Trying to get out of the rain here. That's why we're heading south. Ideally, we'd like to get on the back side of it, so we can get a better view. Alrighty, well that is the vlog from yesterday's chase in eastern North Carolina. I hope you liked it. I know the footage might have ended a bit abruptly and I didn't make an outro yesterday. I was just really crazy tired and I knew I still had a 6-hour drive home ahead of me. So as you can imagine, I was ready to just hit the road and get going. But again, I know this video was a little different. Hopefully you liked it. I enjoyed making it. Again, I love storm chasing. Whether I saw a tornado or not isn't really all that matters at the end of the day. Just happy to make it home safe, as I'm sure all of you can imagine. Again, though, I would really love for you to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and of course hit the bell for the latest notifications on my weather forecasting videos, as well as more videos like this in the future. But until then, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all next time.